Well, great morning. You know, I don't even know how to ask the question with this. People keep asking me about ice, and they're so toxic. And now someone said people posing as ice have kidnapped women and raped them. And, you know, this is again my concern since they don't have badges. They're covered up. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they are an actual, genuine policing organization. So again, I don't even know how to ask the question with this. I see this as one of the most toxic things that, and out of control things that are happening. But I'm just going to do the Lenormand and see what it has to say about ice. See if it's going to tell us anything. Because like I said, I don't even know the question to ask with it. You can't lump everybody in with one question. I mean, is everybody in ICE going to be jailed? They don't know who they are. They don't know. I don't know. Well, underneath of it, it's about the path forward, going upward. So let's see what it says. It's something new coming out when it comes to the path forward and waking up. Waking up to something new. When it comes to the path forward for ice, the energy coming into it, toxic. I agree, it's so toxic, so detrimental, so snaky, if you will. Because again, they've got all these guys just wearing masks, no badges, no names, unmarked vehicles. So let's see, it's about the health, the toxic health. When it comes to the stories that are coming out about them, the ongoing stories, waking up to the stories, the things being said about ice. Now, I saw another one this morning. It was a guy, and they had him down on the ground just beating the hell out of this guy. This guy wasn't posing a threat. He wasn't doing anything. But they had him down just pummeling his face. For what? For what? So what we have today with it is where this is going, where this is moving to. Let's see what it says. Is this about protection? Is this about America? Is this about being slow-walked? But the light is coming up on it. Light is being shed on this. When it comes to the storylines, waking up. The challenge is, and I think this is the Constitution, the constitutionality of what they are doing going forward. So let's see about the message, constitutional message, and their deceptive practices that they're doing. Okay? Absolutely deceptive practices. Potential outcome, anchored. Oh, is that, something anchored in. Potential outcome. Something anchored in when it comes to the narcissistic thing and the work, the job, okay? This could also be, you know, the tower could be the prison type systems, the, you know, the government things and the work they're doing. What's being anchored in. We have looking, friends looking, loyalty. When it comes to all the things that are blooming, loyalty, and the clock is ticking on this. Loyalty. Is loyalty being anchored in with all the things that are happening? The clock ticking, the timing. When it comes to this, let's break it down. The four corners, the path forward anchored in with the work and waking up to what's going on. Foundation, waking up to the stories that are being said, the light being shed on the deceptive practices of this job. So something new about the health of it, about this perhaps protecting the shell that they've got, the message about the government and the drama and the narcissistic type of thing that's happening with it. Above it, the path forward, the toxicity of it, where it's moving to when it comes to the Constitution and anchoring things in. The center of it, we have the turtle, which is sometimes my card for America, can also be protection, can also be slowing things down. The health of this, the message coming out, maybe it's about protectionism, the shell, okay, where it's moving for, lights being shed. Again, we're looking at more the toxic deceptions that are happening with it, and the stories coming out, and the constitutionality of things is what it looks like. New things are coming out about the health, about the protections maybe, the health. New storylines about the toxicity. More light on the health of it going forward and waking up to where this is actually going. The message is about the Constitution and the deceptive practices they're doing. Light on messages being anchored in. Going forward, the business of this, and perhaps America looking at this abuse of power, the government things, the way that they're doing. So let's go ahead and let's do a clarifying read and see if it's going to tell us anything more. Because like I said, I don't even have the words to form a relevant question with this. But yeah, every day there's more and more concern about the toxicity of it and the deceptive practices being used. No names, unmarked vehicles, okay? Having their faces covered. Who's watching over this? Who's monitoring it? How do you know these are even people that are authorized to do what they're doing? That's the concern. You don't know who these guys are. So the center of it all is about a promise. Promises. Promise of money as well. The clock is ticking on it. The timing of this. And the cross to bear, the difficulty we're having with this at the moment. Again, about protection, slow walking, America, and the future. The future difficulties with this. Oops, wrong card. Yeah, about the government control, the promises of it. What's being eaten away when it comes to protections. In the future, when it comes to the communities. And knowledge, the lawfulness of it perhaps promises when it comes to the difficulties of it. We have obstructions happening with this, and the heavy wheel, the crushing wheel that's taking place. Heavy karmic actions with this that are coming, and this again, the heavy wheel is like more of a, you have the ring, which is marriages and that thing, but this is even heavier, a heavier crushing dynamic. The light being shed on the obstructions and the monetary things that are being paid for this. The monetary things and also the lies. We're going to have more deeper information coming out when it comes to the history of this, the past of it, and the sacrifices that have happened because of it. Things being cut. When it comes to the doorway and opening and the things we're struggling with. When it comes to all of this. And the people's health. There will be more messages coming out from the people about this oppressive control by Trump and his dark mental state. Okay. So that's what I'm getting when it comes to the ICE, what they're doing. Let me shuffle these. I want to ask something. Will there be some new regulatory things coming in for it? The health. Yeah, the dark knowledge coming out and the struggle with it. Okay. We're going to find out even more difficult things when it comes to these ICE things. I wanted to know about a new administration, and they're going to look at the divergent path, the past of this, and the things that we've struggled with it. I wanted to know if any of these mass squaring things are going to have consequences. Well, it just says under the surface, the community is looking at this the dark truth coming out, the wisdom of the dark truth coming out about what's being done. It's hard to bring consequences when you don't know who it is. Okay? So we're in the midst of this. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to have to take a new administration coming in. But just okay, I wanted to know what we need to know. You know, the harvest of this, not liking it, something new concrete coming out, and new information. New mentality, concrete mentality coming in, not liking the harvest. So eventually someone, you know, we're going to change it. We're going to bring in some new things, new concrete, balanced stuff when it comes to information and it comes to going forward. So on that note, it's what I've got for now. I mean, I wish I had better answers, but at this present time, unfortunately, I don't.